Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd. The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
This is Network News for Thursday, May 15, 2025. In the headlines, Ministry of Education supports inclusion in CPA exams. More than 2,000 expressions of interest as Project 500 moves forward. Grenada urged to strengthen cyber laws. Grenada to become a shareholder of the Development Bank of Latin America and the Caribbean. Also in the news, regionally, security experts in Trinidad and Tobago warn that adopting El Salvador's hardline approach to crime could backfire. Internationally, Trump lifts Syria sanctions after a meeting with Syrian president. Plus in the sports news, Caracu's Ruiz Scott slams maiden century in schools junior cricket, while Table Tennis Association to hold trials this weekend. We'll bring you the details right after this.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave bathroom tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
From GBN, I'm Kenroy Baptiste. The Ministry of Education is ensuring inclusion in exams, which means giving students with special needs equal opportunities to succeed by providing the necessary support, accessible materials, and a flexible environment. Christina John reports.
The Ministry of Education's commitment to inclusive education was evident in its efforts to provide tailored accommodations for students with special needs who sat at the 2025 Caribbean Primary Exit Assessment, the CPEA. Among the 1,804 students who were registered to sit the final component of the exam, there was 1 student from the School for Special Education, 2 students who were hearing impaired, 3 visually impaired, and 3 students who had to be aided by translators, as English was not their primary language. The accommodations provided were tailored to the individual needs of the students, which included extra time to complete assessments, assignment of a reader, writer, prompter to assist during the exam, preferential sitting in the examination center, allowance of breaks during the examination, interpreters as aids for students whose first language is not English, and the printing of the examination in large prints or braille for students with visual impairments. This accommodation aimed to ensure equitable access to education for all students. GBN sought feedback from the students themselves on what the process was like for them. Here's Miracle Collier, a grade 6 student from the St. Andrews RC School who has a hearing impairment.
I feel I might have my mathematics very difficult, but I believe I'm very comfortable and I can actually make it. So those who doing TPA and doing math, I believe you can make it just like me and do not be afraid and nervous. Thank you.
Ms. Sonika Wilson is an itinerant teacher attached to the Resource Center for the Blind. Wilson was assigned to provide guidance to Tishonda Pope, a student at the St. Andrews Anglican Primary School who has a visual impairment. She shared her thoughts on the student's reaction to the exams.
I'm here today to assist my beloved daughter, I would say, Tishonda Pope, and I am also here to assist her in the examination, the CPA examination. I would say not so smooth. I believe she was a bit frightened, so because of the fright she was a bit slow, but I have gotten satisfactory result for her. I'm just looking forward to seeing more teachers like me out there and assisting the students that really needs us.
An itinerant teacher is someone who is not assigned to a single school or classroom, but rather travels to different locations to provide instructions or support, like in the case of Ms. Wilson. Students from the School for Special Education have shown their potential to excel in the CPA exam for the past few years, and this year was no exception. There was one candidate who also received the necessary support.
So these two children got special accommodations from the Ministry of Education, extra time, and one of them got, who's a little visually impaired, got an enlarged print. So these are some accommodations that the Ministry of Education would do for children doing internal exams.
This year, 1,804 students sat the examination from 73 schools across Grenada. Of that number, 883 were males and 921 were females. Christina John, GBN News.
More than a year after Finance Minister Dennis Cornwall signed the agreement that will make Grenada become a shareholder of the Development Bank of Latin America and the Caribbean, CAF, members of the House of Representatives have approved the agreement. Here's what we can tell you. The next step is for approval in the Senate, which is expected at the upcoming sitting of the Upper House. Titled Agreement on Immunities, Exemption and Privileges between Corporación Andina de Fomento and Grenada Bill 2025. The bill was presented on Tuesday by Philip Telesford, leader of government business in the House of Representatives. Telesford explained that the bill will provide for the retroactive commencement of the Act on the 17th of April 2024 and for all money required to be paid by the government of Grenada to meet its obligations under the agreement on immunities, exemptions and privileges and the share subscription agreement to be charged on the consolidated fund. The finance minister who signed the agreement in Washington last year explained to the Parliament Grenada's rationale for membership in the financial institution, which has as its Caribbean headquarters in Trinidad and Tobago.
And I rise to support the bill fully. Being the Minister of Finance and the one signing that particular agreement between CAF and Grenada, I could not sit here and not lend my support or basically add my voice to my honorable colleague next door here, because I think that being a member of CAF would give us the wherewithal to be able to borrow monies from the institution at concessionary rate to assist in the development of our country, as well as we are likely to get dividend from that entity. And as Honorable Lennox Andrews would have indicated, CAF is one of the larger financial institutions in the region that supports governments. And apart from the Caribbean Development Bank, which we have built over the years, we can now benefit from that institution.
All right, so Finance Minister Dennis Cornwall explaining there to Parliament Grenada's rationale for membership in the financial institution, which has its Caribbean headquarters in Trinidad and Tobago. Grenada's subscription share price is $4,998,000 US. It covers 325 Series C shares. As a Series C shareholder, this will allow Grenada to access the technical, financial and knowledge services offered by the bank to its member countries to improve the quality of life of citizens. A powerful chapter of history is about to be written in Grenada as the leading U.S. civil rights organization prepares to honor the mother of Malcolm X. Rena Pett Thomas tells us more.
A historic moment is set to unfold in Grenada as one of the United States' foremost black civil rights organizations embarks on a pilgrimage to pay tribute to Louise Langdon Little, the Grenadian-born mother of Malcolm X. The celebration will take place in her home village at Ladigue St. Andrew on Saturday, May 17th at 11 a.m. and will mark the beginning of a lasting effort to officially recognize the family's homestead with monuments and institutions just ahead of what would have been Malcolm X's 100th birthday on Monday, May 19th. Leading the U.S. delegation is Dr. Ron Daniel, a preeminent civil rights activist and head of the initiative.
Well, it's going to be 11 o'clock, and there will be monuments, but you have to come and see it. I have an idea about what's going to happen, but it's being held as a kind of secret, but it's going to be beautiful. And it's been done by the artists. People are welcome to come. We hope that there's enough space there, but that is the one open public event. And we know that there are people from the village of Ladigue, as we've been coming in and out. Even the officer of protocol, there's an officer there. He's very excited about it. So everybody's excited about it, and it will be live streamed. It will be live streamed, so you can also witness it virtually, if you will.
Dr. Daniel further stated that the pilgrimage, rooted in cultural pride and historical recognition, will not only honor her life and contribution, but also foster stronger ties between Grenada and members of the African American diaspora through education, youth engagement, cultural tourism, and economic development.
What we hope will happen, and what we think will happen, is this will become a place like a pilgrimage. People will come. It'll be cultural, historical tourism. People will come from all over the world to go to the village of Ladigue, because it is, of course, the celebration is important, but it will have an economic, cultural, spiritual impact also on the people of Grenada and the world.
This momentous occasion aims to connect Grenada's rich history to global conversations on justice, empowerment, and legacy, and to cement Louise Langdon Little's place in Grenada's national narrative. The initiative is already drawing international attention and support, including from Julius Garvey, son of Pan American leader Marcus Garvey, and other prominent members of the diaspora.
Malcolm X was a great shining prince for us as African people in the Americas. He gave his life very much as Maurice Bishop gave his life to further the African Revolution. I'm proud to be here as the son of Marcus Garvey, who gave his life and gave us the concept of servant leadership. A leader should serve the people. And that's exemplified, as I just mentioned, by people such as Maurice Bishop and Brother Malcolm X. And of course, a son is always brought up by a mother and doesn't fall too far from a father.
The event is expected to attract both national and international participation, shining a global spotlight on Grenada's role in the legacy of Malcolm X. Rena Pett Thomas, GBN News.
As momentum builds around Project 500, Grenada's flagship housing initiative, key stakeholders from the financial and insurance industries recently participated in 2 strategic sessions aimed at strengthening collaboration and boosting sector support. Held over 2 days, the sessions provided a detailed look at the project's objectives, timelines, housing designs, and construction methods. Authorities emphasize the vital role that financing and insurance play in turning the dream of home ownership into reality for thousands of Grenadians. Chairman of the Housing Authority of Grenada, Hugh Thomas, led the discussions, highlighting the need for partnerships across sectors to ensure the success of the project.
Gotten valuable information both from the bankers, credit union, and from the insurance industry. things to watch for, things that we should include in our project. We continue to use the community to inform us as to where this project should go and how it will become affordable to more Grenadians. We have gotten great feedback. We are now in a position to package all of this information to present to the public a holistic view. We continue to work on our project so that in the next 6 to 8 weeks, we can come to the public and formally launch our program. Both Division D and Division A at Dunfermline. Thank you.
Participants were encouraged to explore specialized loan packages tailored to Project 500 and assess the insurability of the homes, especially in light of construction quality and climate resilience. With more than 2,000 expressions of interest already received, Project 500 is moving forward with a strong focus on stakeholder engagement, transparency, and national development. This is Network News. We'll be right back.
Grenada, the time has come. It's the big showdown in the first ever Classic Lighting and the Communal Credit Union Invitational 2025. Come witness the Royal Grenada Police Force and His Majesty's prison officers take on the nation's busmen and women in an epic 4x1 relay. Then it's Flow versus DG Sal. And don't miss out, Nawasa, who will be flooding Grenlec in the ultimate relay. All this and more, May 17th and 18th. At the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. Adults $30, children $15. Season passes are available. It's a showdown like no other. Be there.
Do you have multiple loan payments? Is your debt weighing you down? Ariza has the solution. Simplify your loan with Ariza's Simplify Loan promotion. Now you can combine all your payments into one easy, manageable loan. Enjoy lower interest rates, flexible repayment terms, and more cash in hand for what truly matters. Less stress, more freedom. Live comfortably while reaching your financial goals. Ariza helps you simplify your life because you deserve financial freedom. Apply now. Visit any Ariza branch or WhatsApp us at 423-4987.
Mobility, a common theme woven into the very fabric of human history. From ancient wanderers to modern explorers, our instinct to move, to seek something greater, and to grow has always driven us forward. Imagine a journey into pathways of boundless opportunities and endless possibilities. A collective future where the vibrant rhythms of the Caribbean, rich culture, and welcoming community create unforgettable experiences. Beyond citizenship by investment, we believe in our collective investment of time, resources, and energy that fosters innovation, creates jobs, and enriches lives, driving the growth of an entire nation. The Investment Migration Agency Grenada boasts over a decade of exceptional service and remains committed to guiding you toward global mobility and economic freedom through investment. Your journey becomes our shared story of progress and prosperity. This is an invitation to be part of something greater, something enduring. Begin your journey at imagrenada.gd. IMA Grenada. Unlock the possibilities.
Hey parents! We all know children don't come with manuals, but you can step up your parenting game. Join the Ministry of Social and Community Development, Housing and Gender Affairs in collaboration with the Grenada National Council of the Disabled for an incredible series of community engagement. Discover essential topics like child abuse prevention, understanding discipline versus punishment, building healthy relationships, mastering parenting in the electronic era. Catch batches in your community nightly from 6 to 8. Starting in the community of River Sally on Monday, May 12th at the River Sally Government School, Tuesday, May 13th at the Mount Horn Community Center, Wednesday, May 14th at the Willis Community Center, on Monday, May 19th the Anglican Government School in the community of St. John, and in the community on St. David on Tuesday, May 20th at the Pomrose School. Enhance your parenting skills and create a brighter future for your children. Join us and step up today. Brought to you by the Ministry of Social and Community Development, Housing and Gender Affairs.
ACB's me, start, manage, expand. Don't call me small. I'm dreaming big. I'm gonna have it all. ACB's me, start, manage, expand. Taking on all my competition, got the whole bank's attention. ACB, best financial solution. My business has a good reputation.
Ready for success? Call us at 444-4919 or visit us at acbonline.com to learn more. Start, manage, expand your business today.
In our part of the world, we need to be prepared for natural disasters like storms and hurricanes, even outside of the season. I'm sure you'll agree that keeping our loved ones, homes, and businesses safe is important. So, I came up with a few quick tips to help you stay safe. First, make a family disaster plan and ensure that everyone in your household is familiar and comfortable with it. Remember to add batteries and flashlights to your emergency kit. Don't be caught off guard by natural disasters. Prepare now. For more information, visit grenlec.com.
Heritage Theatre presents Breaking Out, the Grenada Love Story, featuring Robert White and Lisa Grappi, written and directed by Chris DeRiggs.
But I still love you, Richie.
You love me and you're harming me. 4 big performances, Saturday 24th and Sunday 25th May at the Grenada Trade Center, Saturday 31st May and Sunday 1st June at Deluxe Cinema in Grenville. Showtime 7 p.m. sharp.
He's the love of my life, Auntie. You have to marry a man for other things besides love, child.
Get your tickets at Mitchell's Pharmacy in Grandance, Gittins Health and Wellness Wall Street, Gabriel's Pharmacy Pedmata, St. David Pharmacy, St. Andrew Pharmacy, Art and Soul Boutique at Spiceland Mall, 3B's Shoe Store, and GoToFed.com. Breaking Out. Come out and enjoy Grenadian theater at its best.
This ad complements Grenada Cooperative Bank Limited.
Home is easy, easy with Republic Bank.
Are you dreaming of owning your own home? With Republic Bank's Home Easy Loan, you're one step closer to making that dream a reality. With competitive rates, reduced fees, and up to 100% financing, Republic Bank makes owning your home simple and stress-free. Start your journey to independence, empowerment, and the joy of home ownership today.
Republic Bank, we're bringing home to you. Home easy. It's not just a mortgage, it's peace of mind.
Terms and conditions apply.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Everyone wants money, don't you? The National Lotteries Authority's Lotto Jackpot is $162,000. Play today for chances at improving your life. Lotto. Play and win a lot of money.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
The Public Utilities Regulatory Commission, PURC, and the Rocky Mountain Institute, RMI, have entered into a landmark partnership aiding the advancement of Grenada's sustainable energy goals. More in this Christina John report.
Supported by the Government of Grenada and the Grenada Electricity Services Limited, GRENLEC, this transformative initiative aimed to strengthen energy independence across Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique. The PURC and RMI formalized their collaboration by signing a Memorandum of Understanding, an MOU, for a project referred to as the Grenada Renewable Energy Project. This marks a major milestone in Grenada's clean energy transition, with the project set to deliver the island's first utility-scale photovoltaic or PV generation facility at Point Celine. Chief Executive Officer of the PURC, Andrew Millett, is quoted as saying, "The PURC has worked diligently with RMI, the Government of Grenada, and other key stakeholders to ensure this project aligns with the national priorities of our tri-island state." The signing of the MOU for the Grenada Renewable Energy Project not only underscores the value of a robust regulatory framework, but also demonstrates how collaboration can foster the achievement of Grenada's sustainable energy goals. This project will bring significant benefits, including increased energy security and reduced dependence on imported fossil fuel like diesel, which will ultimately reduce our carbon emissions. Concurrently, we hope that this project can serve as a benchmark in the renewable energy transformation throughout the Caribbean. Unquote. The PURC, in accordance with its legislative mandate as the procurement entity for energy generation, has commenced the process of selecting independent power producers, IPPs, to develop the 3 renewable energy sites. This effort was carried out in collaboration with RMI, which played a pivotal role throughout the process. RMI conducted the risking studies on the installation sites and provided procurement support to ensure the selection of the most suitable IPPs for the project's long-term success. This project is the inaugural phase of Grenada's strategic pursuit of 100% renewable energy by 2039. This partnership will allow Grenada to efficiently harness the power of the sun for a cleaner, more reliable energy generation. The facility, constructed at 3 sites neighboring the Maurice Bishop International Airport, will provide nationwide benefits by strengthening energy resilience through grid upgrades and improving the efficiency of renewable energy distribution for national consumption. Christina John, GBN News.
Well, while sharing information on Grenada's human situation at the May 9 Universal Periodic Review in Geneva, Ray Thomas, Senior Crown Counsel in the Ministry of Legal Affairs, told the review that people in Grenada who engage in same-sex relationship are not treated different because the Constitution provides equal rights for all citizens. One of the top recommendations to Grenada following its human rights report is introducing comprehensive anti-discrimination laws and ensuring legal protection for individuals of diverse sexual orientation. This recommendation came from Iceland, while the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland recommended that Grenada repeal legal discriminatory provisions against individuals based on their sexual orientation and gender identity, especially provisions in the Sexual Offences Act and Criminal Code. Thomas said that on the issue of same-sex, the Constitution of Grenada guarantees the fundamental rights and freedom of all individuals, including the right of equality before the law and protection from discrimination.
In the Domestic Violence Act of Grenada uses the gender-neutral terms, and it makes it applicable to same-sex partners, LGBTQ persons, and all persons. That's the Domestic Violence Act of Grenada. Continuing on the issue of same-sex relations, the Constitution of Grenada guarantees the fundamental rights and freedoms of all individuals, including the right to equality before the law and protection from discrimination. discrimination. The government reaffirms that all persons are entitled to equal protection under the law. There have been no reported instances of discrimination, harassment, or arrest of individuals on the basis of their LGBTQ status. Grenada remains committed to upholding the dignity and rights of every citizen in accordance with its constitutional principles and international human rights obligations.
It was also recommended that Grenada decriminalize same-sex relations between consenting adults by repealing Articles 430 and 431 of the Criminal Code. Section 430 says whoever publicly and willfully commits any grossly indecent act is guilty of a misdemeanor, while Section 431 says if any two persons are guilty of unnatural connection, or if any person is guilty of unnatural connection with any animal, every such person shall be liable to imprisonment for 10 years. Other news, the Royal Grenada Police Force is warning the public about the spread of disinformation, including a digitally manipulated video and fake wanted poster circulating online. The RGPF issued a statement on its Facebook page today refuting both and is urging the public to verify information only through official channels. Two videos, one depicting a confrontation between uniformed officers and another showing a wanted poster, are currently making the rounds on social media. However, according to the Royal Grenada Police Force, neither video is legitimate. The RGPF clarified that the video, allegedly showing a senior officer and junior officer in an altercation, is AI generated and did not originate from within the force. The RGPF is also condemning the unauthorized use of its official logo, which was featured in a fabricated wanted poster. Police warned that such misuse is prohibited and could lead to legal consequences. This latest incident highlights the growing risks associated with digital disinformation, especially when artificial intelligence is used to manipulate videos and images that appear authentic. The RGPF is reminding the public to rely only on official sources, such as its verified social media pages and website, for accurate and factual updates. As technology continues to evolve, the RGPF is urging Grenadians to stay vigilant, report suspicious content, and help prevent the spread of information, the spread of false information online. Next in Network News, Mental Health Ministry to focus on mental health awareness. We will be right back. Stay with us.
Attention all divers, snorkelers and underwater enthusiasts. Effective May 15th, 2025, all visitors to the renowned Mullinaire Underwater Sculpture Park will be required to pay a small fee of US $3.50 or EC $10 per person. These fees are essential to support the ongoing maintenance and repairs of the sculptures, as well as the development of new features to ensure the park remains a world-class attraction. Payment can be made through the Grenada Tourism Authority's online payment portal, available on the Pure Grenada website, www.puregrenada.com. We thank you for your support in enhancing this extraordinary underwater product. This announcement is brought to you by the Grenada Tourism Authority and the Ministry of Tourism, dedicated to protecting and conserving Grenada's resources for the enjoyment of all.
Choose my toilet paper, made right here in the Isle of Spice. Cherish Springs off Harbor Bay, super value every day. The price is right and locally they're made. Support local when you purchase Cherish and other quality brands from Grenada Paper Products.
Hey parents! We all know children don't come with manuals, but you can step up your parenting game. Join the Ministry of Social and Community Development, Housing and Gender Affairs in collaboration with the Grenada National Council of the Disabled for an incredible series of community engagement. Discover essential topics like child abuse prevention, understanding discipline versus punishment, building healthy relationships, mastering parenting in the electronic era. Catch us in your community nightly from 6 to 8, starting in the community of River Sally on Monday, May 12th, at the River Sally Government School, Tuesday, May 13th, at the Mount Horn Community Center, Wednesday, May 14th, at the Willis Community Center, on Monday, May 19th, at the Anglican Government School in the community of St. John, and in the community on St. David on Tuesday, May 20th, at the Pomrose School. Enhance your parenting skills and create a brighter future for your children. Join us and step up today. Brought to you by the Ministry of Social and Community Development, Housing and Gender Affairs.
Served Grenada for decades, we are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire and accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grand Anse, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
Meet Mom. She's not just the wake up at the crack of dawn, make breakfast and pack bags kind of mom. She also gets her fitness game on. Yeah, she's the don't let anyone forget anything kind of mom. At the same time, she's the runs her own business, clothes, and deals kind of mom, who finds time to get down and boogie with the kids after school, remodel the house, bake cake, host dinner, and even play her favorite game at the end of the day kind of mom. So let's celebrate Mom, because to us, she's so much more.
$10 on Playway, $20 backup on Victory, and cash for each, please. Okay, are you adding Multi-X to your bet? Yes, Multi-X, all of them. Smart. Best value bet. Backup and Multi-X, you cannot go wrong. Don't matter the bet, Multi-X all of the daily games.
With Multi-X added, your winnings can be multiplied 3 times, 5 times, even 7 times. So make it a rule. Add Multi-X to all your Playway, daily victory, and daily cash for bets every day and for every drop, and watch your money grow. Available at stores and online.
You heard it here. Multiply your winnings daily. Must be 18 or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
How many times do I have to tell you I'm committed to us?
She made me feel some measure of warmth, maybe even passion. If I decide to do this, I'll be doing it for you, no one else.
Labukan presents Rivals, playing at Labukan Creative Center, GCNA Complex, all weekends in May, Saturdays 8 p.m., Sundays 6 p.m., and Deluxe Cinema Grenville, Saturday, June 7, 8 p.m. Tickets from Grenadian Optical, Labukan, St. Andrew's Pharmacy, and Go to Fit at $75. Sponsors Bryden & Miners Limited, Knights Auto, Sandals, GBN, Republic Bank, Thrios Auto, Coop Bank, and Huggins. It's Rivals by Francis Urias Peters. Don't you miss it.
You better come back, boy. You better come back.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Paying is faster and easier with Flow FastPay.
Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/BassPay and press Consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
Rebecca Television Center, the Ministry of Mental Health, Wellness and Religious Affairs is taking a creative approach toward mental health awareness in schools. My colleague Rina Thomas has more in this report.
The Grenada Youth and Cultural Center was filled with energy and purpose as students, teachers, and mental health professionals gathered for the launch of an initiative centered around youth mental wellness. The Mental Health Secondary School Jingle Competition encourages students to use rhythm and rhymes to raise awareness about mental health, reduce stigma, and encourage open conversation in and out of the classroom. Minister for Mental Health, Wellness and Religious Affairs, Honorable Delma Thomas, says the initiative is part of a broader strategy to reach young people in meaningful ways.
To our students, we are giving you the mic literally and figuratively to use it to share your experiences, encourage kindness, remind someone that they're not alone, and call for understanding and support. Your voice matters. Students will not just be competing for prizes, they will be spreading awareness, breaking stigma, and promoting positive mental health messages among their peers.
The competition targets secondary school students island-wide and is expected to promote mental wellness, self-care, seeking help, and supporting peers. Director of Mental Health, Josh Hector, gave an overview of the competition.
The jingle is a short, catchy, and repeatable bit of music, and it has the unique potential to embed important mental health messages into the daily consciousness of young audiences. Mental health literacy encourages participants and their peers to learn accurate information about mental health, emotional well-being, and the available support systems. Number 2, and you've heard this already, stigma reduction. We want to normalize conversations around mental health by making it visible, creative, and also making it sustainable messaging, producing jingles that can be used in future awareness campaigns, school programs, and community outreach efforts.
The winning jingle will be used in the ministry's mental health outreach program and the social media campaigns.
Well, there will be prizes, giveaways like laptops, cell phones, trophies. The school that has the top jingle will have their jingle recorded, and it will also be used as the ministry's jingle for the next year, which means that at every event put on by the ministry, you will hear your jingle. And of course, you will have an opportunity to defend that title because those jingles won't last forever. We want to keep the ball rolling, which means that we are going to have more jingle competitions in the future.
Rina Thomas, GBN News.
We'll be back to report the sports news.
And everybody, fully 1 week. Nah, telling you. You them boss dragon. You see that? About 10, let them make a hard day, man. Me a 38, man. But you man 92. Yeah. You need the number 1 run, man. That easy. No what? Nice. Yeah. Number 1. Yeah, me too, man.
Whether sipped neat, mixed into a classic cocktail, or savored on the rocks, our rum delivers a taste that captivates and satisfies. Choose greatness. Choose Classcoat, the number 1 rum. Produced by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Whether you're refreshing a bedroom or giving your home a bold new look, the Color Shop has the perfect paint and tools to make it happen, inside and out. With quality finishes for every surface and accessories to match, we make painting easy from start to finish. Whether it's a DIY weekend or a contractor starting a brand new project, the Color Shop is the trusted choice.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Granville, and Central Deputy Street, Wharf. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians! From wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot-type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up, up, up several notches. But the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
Good evening, sporting fans. Grenada's team for this year's COTEC Under-12 Sub-Region 4-Team Championships for boys and girls will be decided over the weekend. This as the Grenada Tennis Association will be holding its trials over the very weekend. We can tell you too, the championships are scheduled for Trinidad from July 12 to 19. The players selected to participate in the trials are Alan Drigo, Garrison Stanislaus, Jaden Hector, Gabrielle Hobson, Kaylee Elcock, and Celeste Edwards. The players will undergo a series of activities, including a physical fitness test, ITN test, and a series of trial matches. The results of the tests will determine the final selection as well as the players' rankings. The trial is scheduled for Saturday, May 17 at the Mount Cinnamon Tennis Facility, starting at 9 a.m. Sub-Region 4 is made up of Antigua and Barbuda, Aruba, Barbados, British Virgin Islands, Dominica, Grenada, Guyana, Netherlands Antilles, St. Lucia, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Vincent, Suriname, Trinidad and Tobago, and U.S. Virgin Islands. All right, Ginger Generals made light work of Saffron Strikers today by beating them by 4 wickets, beating them by 4 wickets as action continues to heat up in the Dream 11 Spice Isle T10 tournament. Winning the toss, Generals opted to field on what was a sunny day at Lassages. With the pitch hard, their bowlers spared no time in lapping up the more than ideal conditions. Ronald Williams had 3 scalps on the day, returning figures of 3 for 18. John Ol Eugene grabbed 2 for 3 as Saffron strikers were reduced to 59 for 9 in 10 overs. Kem Charles 15 and Javel St. Paul 14 were the only batsmen in double figures. Ginger Generals, in reply, were equal to the task, reaching their target and losing 3 wickets in the process. John Ol Eugene top scored with 25 for Ginger Generals, 63 for 3. We can tell you too, John Eugene top scored with 25, of course, for Ginger Generals, 63 for 3. Game 2 of the day's double-header saw Clove Challengers coming away with a 21-run victory over Cinnamon Pacers. Batting first after winning the toss, Clove Challengers racked up 121 for 8 in their allotted overs. Roland Cato anchored the innings with a quick-fast 63 in 25 minutes. His innings consisted of 7 sixes and 3 fours. The 121 didn't always seem likely after the openers went in the space of 2 balls. The score was then 2 for 14. It was a 58-run third-wicket partnership between Javed Hazard, 18, and Roland Cato, 37, that started the recovery before Hazard departed on 18 with the score on 72. Darren Nett then joined Cato, and together they added 33 runs, taking the tally to 105 runs before reaching 121 runs. Cudson Murray was the peak of the bowlers with figures of 3 for 18. With their target set at 122, Pacers faltered from the start, with wickets falling at 1 for 7, 2 for 8, and 3 for 39. 59 runs from Daniel Williams in the middle order offered some stamina to the run chase, but with wickets falling and time running out, they eventually reached 105, losing 6 wickets along the way. Carriacou's Ruiz Scott slammed his maiden century of the Ministry of Sports LQ Sports Junior Cricket Tournament to lead his team to victory over Grenville Secondary School today. The knock of 102 runs came off 68 balls and included 4 sixes and 12 fours, taking his team to a tournament high tally of 208 for 9. He was supported in his assault by Tyler Davis, who chipped in with 30 runs. Norrell Scott, Devon Joseph, and Tishon Celestine all collected 2 wickets apiece. Chasing the record-breaking 209 for victory, Grenville Secondary were reduced to 107 all out. This as Scott followed up excellence with the bat to return figures of 4 for 9. Kimron Joseph grabbed 3 wickets on the day as Carriacou continued their unbeaten run in the competition. That's the sports news for now. We begin in Trinidad, where security experts are warning that adopting El Salvador's hardline approach to crime locally could backfire. Homeland Security Minister Roger Alexander had said he was exploring international crime models, including El Salvador's model, to slash crime rates in 6 months. But criminologists tell Radica de Silva that mass incarceration, the suspension of rights, and a militarized approach could do more harm than good. The rest of the details in this report.
Security experts are warning that an El Salvador-style crime crackdown could damage this country's global reputation and erode public trust. The El Salvador model involves mass arrests of gangsters, mega prisons, and military patrols. But criminologist Dr. Randy Sipasad tells the CNC3 News, apart from considering harsh crackdowns, the state should strike where it hurts the most, cutting off state contracts for gang leaders.
If you give a gang leader access to millions of dollars, it means that the gang leader becomes the one providing employment, the gang leader becomes the one putting food on the table in the communities. So people will develop a linkage with the gang leader, they will develop loyalty to the gang leader, youths will have to gravitate to the gang leader. And it creates a situation that is really ripe for gang recruitment, and it legitimizes the gangs and the gang leaders.
He says the rehabilitation of prisoners, the social reintegration of convicts, and preventative social programs are also needed. Former police commissioner and former National Security Minister Gary Griffith warns blindly adopting the El Salvador model could hand dangerous powers to rogue police officers.
The last thing we want is to have police officers who might either be ignorant, vindictive, or rogue, having that type of authority to just arrest persons and incarcerate them. That must never take place in this country.
He says we must make better use of existing anti-gang laws, stronger intelligence, and improve coordination between police and the judiciary. But when contacted, Minister Alexander clarified only certain elements of the El Salvador model were being considered.
We're not going to treat it like how El Salvador treated. That's what I'm telling you. That's why we're looking at it together with the attorneys to see how best we could treat with it. It will obviously include the making of laws, the creation of laws, the implementation of these laws, the law enforcement of these laws. So all of that put together, we have to tighten. We need to tighten the gap, or close the gap between the criminal element and the law-abiding citizens.
He says other crime models, such as the one used in New York, are also being reviewed.
Internationally, in a surprise diplomatic shift, U.S. President Donald Trump met Syria's new president in Riyadh, the first meeting between U.S. and Syrian leaders in 25 years. A day earlier, Trump stunned the international community by announcing the lifting of sanctions on Syria, prompting celebrations across the country. Al Jazeera reports.
After an historic day, Syrian President Ahmed al-Shara addresses the nation.
Today, serious work has begun, and with it, the rebuilding of modern Syria. So Syria is together towards progress, prosperity, science, and action.
The day began with a 33-minute-long meeting that broke a 25-year-old stalemate in diplomatic relations between Syria and the US as the presidents of both countries sat down together. The meeting was brokered by Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. Also in attendance via phone was Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan.
Now, according to the White House, Donald Trump urged Shara to normalize situations with Israel. By that, he means sign the Abraham Accords. He wants to get all foreign terrorists, his words, to leave Syria, deport all Palestinian terrorists, and help the United States to prevent the resurgence of ISIS. Shara, for his part, talked about sanctions and the economy.
On Air Force One, the US president further praised the Syrian president.
How did you find the Syrian president?
Great. I think very good. Young, attractive guy, tough guy. You know, strong pass. Very strong pass fighter.
On On the streets, though, the talk is of the future. Sanctions began in 1979 and got progressively more severe over the decades. They destroyed Syria's finances. 90% of the population is under the poverty line. The banking system is cut off from the outside world. Cash is carried around in plastic bags because of hyperinflation. ATMs are empty most of the time. But today, there's optimism on the streets.
We hope that the days to come will be better, nicer, and that we are able to live the things we couldn't experience in our childhood and youth, and just have a normal life like other people and have everything available to us.
I wish to see more tourists and expats coming here, and I'm very hopeful. Now, since the U.S. lifted the sanctions, people will feel that Syria is back to normal.
For Syrians, today marks the beginning of a new era, one they hope will bring investment, jobs, and a chance to prosper. For the Syrian president, a man once wanted by the US and who offered a $10 million bounty for him, is now the man who sat down with the US president and brought his country back from isolation. Imran Khan, Al Jazeera, Damascus.
A reminder of the headlines in just a moment. A reminder of the headlines before we leave you. Ministry of Education supports inclusion in CPA exams. More than 2,000 expressions of interest as Project 500 moves forward. Grenada urged to strengthen cyber laws. Grenada to become a shareholder of the Development Bank of Latin America and the Caribbean. Also in the news, regionally, security experts in Trinidad warn that adopting El Salvador's hardline approach to crime could backfire. Internationally, Donald Trump lifts Syria sanctions after a rare meeting with Syrian president. Plus in the sports news, Caracou's Rui Scott slams maiden century in school's junior cricket, while Table Tennis Association to hold trials this weekend. I'm Kenroy, Baptiste. That's all from us in the newsroom. Thank you so much for tuning into the broadcast. Please take care of yourself. Good night.